Hey, what's going on, everybody? Invisible Boilon back again for another video on Marvel Strike Force. And who do we have here in the background? Well, we have none other than Mr. Ronin here of the New Avengers, aka Clint Barton. But today we're here to talk about his special event that's upcoming on Friday afternoon, actually, right when the blog is going to go out, which is why the video is coming out today and not tomorrow, because we have blogs with Boilon, right? So we have to do this now. So how are you going to get a unlock? And I want to say unlock. This is going to be a bit of a doozy of an event. It does contain a leaderboard as well, and we'll talk about that too. Don't expect an insane amount of shards for this character, and actually even getting the unlock might be a little bit tricky for some people. The event's not super complicated, but the points and the milestones and that stuff is kind of weird. So if you want to know how to find out more and how you're going to get him, then stay tuned. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. So I do want to start off here. This is the blog chart, of course, for the recruiting Ronin event. You can see the milestone point requirements on the left-hand side here. And on the right, there's a lot of event currency for this event. So that's not going to be a big problem here. Getting to 54,000, I mean, it's a little bit tougher than the past event that we had in terms of what you need to do. The event itself is fairly simple. You know, a lot of it's just raiding and spending campaign energy and earning alliance credits, which you're going to do through the alliance donation box. And so that's in itself isn't the big problem. Also, there's going to be additional shards for Ronin in the leaderboard, and that's going to help you unlock him. To get the flat 100 shards like in the milestone itself is going to be tricky, and so you're probably going to end up compensating, for some of us anyways, you're going to end up compensating with the shards in the leaderboard to get them unlocked, I think. But yeah, so otherwise, Ronin. What do I have to say about Ronin? I'm not a big fan of the New Avengers, but you know, hopefully we can at least get him unlocked, and I don't know, we can sit on him until the next legendary event, because I don't know if anyone's in a big rush to upgrade him. Now he looks pretty cool, but I don't know. I just don't like his kit. His cool. We're not here to talk about that, but yeah, he has got really super long cooldowns. Anyways, let's jump to the math, and they're going to zoom in a little bit. So this is recruiting Ronin here, and actually very quickly, just want to give you a rundown. I did this last video, but this event is worth a lot of points. So it's worth 105,000 points, actually 135,000 points, 105 from the main milestone, and then the 30,000 from the event item. So in total, 135,000, quite a bit. Like I said, we're just kind of ending week 2 as well, and we're doing quite well, which is great. We're at a subtotal of 574,000, and we're about 226k away from the 800k. Now, you're not going to have 574. This is just if you add up everything from all the events, including, you know, I forgot to put in the Free Claim Friday again. Actually, I need to go back and check what that was. And also the total amount of daily claims over the month. So that's kind of bulk add in there, even though you're not going to have that. So anyways, yeah, 2 more weeks left. And my guess is we're going to be well over the 800k, just like we were for August, where we're close to 1 million actually free to play. And so I'm hoping that means that there's a lot more wiggle room for us, that we don't need to necessarily have to complete everything to the T in order to get the 800k. But we'll find out again as we get closer to the time. So let's talk about recruiting Ronin. It requires raids, spending campaign energy, and alliance credits. It is a 6-day event. Total milestone points required is 122,000, but this, of course, includes whale stones. Just to go back to the milestone, 122,000. Yeah, there's going to be some blue 5 ions. Of course, the blue 5 ions are going to be whale stones or borderline whale stones. There's also Ronin shards embedded within this as well, which you're not going to get. I'm just going to say that flat out. Unless you have 5 and 7 star Sylvie and Beta Ray Bill, I think this is very unlikely to get any of these additional shards. Even this 20 after the Ronin's Avengers contract is going to be quite difficult, and we're going to take a look at that. But basically, milestone 16, which is 71,000 downwards, going to be quite difficult to get. There's a lot more milestone whalestone points in this than usual. The goal, though, is 54,000. That's how many points that you need to unlock all of the event currency, including the event item. The Ronin unlock actually comes at 63,000 if you want to unlock him before the leaderboard. If you want to just wait for the leaderboard, then you probably only need to get to maybe 46,000, these 20 shards here, and then just compensate the rest for the shards. You know, you get 20 shards down here at 26 to 50%. I imagine if you get that far down even, that you'll still get a decent amount of Ronin shards to unlock them, but the 63,000 will be quite a bit of a push, as we'll see. We don't know what the free claim points is yet. Usually it's not a ton. You know, like from the last event, it was about 500 points per day over 4 days. So 2,000 points. It wasn't significant. We might get something like that here. Who knows? So yeah, again, there's a total amount of 160 Ronin shards, but 55 of those are very, very hard to get. Don't expect it. So I would say the free-to-play max is like 105 plus the leaderboard. So you're looking at like a 3 or a 3.5 star. That's it. Now you're going to get additional points if you have Sylvie or Beta Ray Bill at 5 and 7 star. Now, this may be possible. The 5-star part might be possible, but for the purposes of this event, I don't want to assume that you do. Now, for me, on the other hand, I know my Beta Ray Bill is not 5-star. Actually, nope, none of them are. My Sylvie and Beta Ray Bill are both 4-star. So I don't know about you all. You know, maybe if you spent a little bit, you might have it, but I did not. I don't think there was a lot of additional ways to get Sylvie shards, and I don't remember about Beta Ray Bill was a Blitz event, so I didn't do very well there. So we're not going to assume that you have these, but if you do, then that's additional points for you. It's going to be a lot easier for you to get those Ronin shards, so congratulations, you're going to be a bit better off than everyone else. You're going to get 2 points per campaign energy spent, and you're going to get 500 points per raid battle up to 30,000. We're going to assume that you can do this. This is 60 raid battles, and this is 10 raid battles a day. This should be more than easy to do with the Greek raids, and so 30k points, that's basically for free. The rest of it's going to come from campaign energy and alliance credits, and we'll talk about how you're going to get both of them. So you may have seen my campaign energy chart. This is your daily chart. So how you're going to get all your campaign energy, you're going to get a total of roughly about 1,100 or so for free daily, and that's going to include 200 cores daily or 4 refreshes to get there, plus your web milestone for 100 and your free raid for making sure you claim everything. That's 1,100. Now you get 2 points for that, so you're going to multiply that by 2 and you get 2216. And over 6 days, you're going to get roughly 133,000 points. So that's a subtotal there alongside the 30,000. Those two combined is about 43,000, and the rest of it's going to come from Alliance credits. Now, some of you might already know how to do that, but just to be clear, that's the Alliance donation box, which sometimes I forget to check all the time. Now, because this has changed, you know, when they basically made it that you cannot get points until the event goes live, I think that this means that any of the boxes that were triggered prior, and this is really annoying because so the event goes live at 2 p.m., but the boxes reset at 5. Now, I'll be honest, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure the boxes do not count the prior to the event starting. So if you passed any of these boxes prior to 2 p.m., you do not get to collect, and so it's actually going to be for most people 1 day less. Normally in events previous to this, when they changed this over, you used to be able to get like a day before and a day after in terms of the donation boxes, because it used to carry over onto the leaderboard because it was just a flat earning, right? Like you would be able to do that. And now it's not so, because the boxes have to be within the confines of the days of the event. And so for that reason, we're going to be counting 5 days of donation only. And that's because it resets at 5 p.m. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm wrong. I think this is right. I don't think you can get 6 days of donations in for this because of the timing of the reset and also the timing of the event. Technically, when the boxes reset after the event goes live, it'll be 3 hours after the event goes live. I don't think you're going to get 6 days from that point on. And I don't think that the boxes count prior to that 5 p.m., if that makes sense. So we're going to be talking about 5 days of donations. So you get 400 Alliance credits from the easy boxes. That's going to be the first 4. Those you can get simply with gold if you want. You don't need to donate power cores to get there. However, for the purposes of this, you're going to want to get that 5th box, and that requires cores. You normally need to get about 12 of your Alliance members to donate 50 cores, or 6 of your Alliance members to donate 100 cores in order to get there. For the purposes of this, we'll be talking about 50 cores though, and you do get 150 credits from the daily objectives. So 400, 500, 650, and then depending on how much you donate, I think that we're going to be using the 60, though, from the 50 cores. So that's going to be about 710 credits daily. So 400, 500, 650, 710. And so that's what we're doing, even though there is a bit of a range. I recommend that if you want to get those Ronin shards, that you're going to want to donate 50 cores. So that's going to give you 710 credits daily. Now, you do get quite a bit of points. It's 5 Alliance credits for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that 710, we're going to multiply that by 5, and multiply that by 5 as well for 5 days, and we get 17,750 points. That's what I would call the reasonable Alliance credits over the event. So we have the 3 subtotal numbers now. We have 30,000, we have 13,300, and then we have 17,750. We add them all up together, and that gets us to 61,000 milestone points, which is short of the 63 that we need, the 63,000 that we need to unlock Ronin without the leaderboard. So this is tricky. So how do you bridge the gap? Well, you need to spend about almost 1,000 more campaign energy, and this is about 8 or so additional energy refreshes beyond the 200 cores. So this could be basically like 800 cores more, because you would have to go dip into the 100 core refreshes, and you would have to do this 8 times over those 6 days if you want to get those additional shards. So if that means something for you, if you want to get these 20 additional Ronin shards, which if you're going big on New Avengers, you might want to, but personally for me, I don't really care that much if I get here or not. You may also get there with the free claim. So I cannot be sure how much you're going to get with the free claim. You might do that. You might be able to get 2,000 points between this and 63,000 from the free claim, in which case you don't need to do this at all. But because I don't know how much that's worth, I don't want to say that you'll be able to get it for sure. So final notes for this. It's not a great event for Ronin shards, really. You'll probably have to rely on the leaderboard either for the unlock or to get additional shards to bridge the gap if you cannot hit the 63,000 milestone, especially to get that unlocked for you. But the free claim will likely help bridge the gap for those 2,000 points. Not guaranteed. And the milestones beyond this point, it's absolutely whalestone. So anything past 71, basically from these blue 5 ions downwards, all of this jank is whalestones. You're not going to get those. You're not going to get the additional 55 Ronin shards unless you're buying offers, probably, because honestly, in having 7-star Beta Ray Bill and Sylvie, that's an additional 16,000 points, I guess. So even that's only going to get you like 1 or 2 more milestones. It's really a rough event, in my opinion, as far as the math goes, as far as the points go. But at the end of the day, this is an event for Ronin. I don't know how much we care about that. I'll tell you that I don't care that much. It's not a character. New Avengers is really not on my radar at this point. I'm spending a lot of my time finishing up my Secret Defenders, and I know that New Avengers are required for the 3rd trial character, who's probably Norman Osborn, but we don't really know at this point. But regardless, it's just not a huge priority for me. So I'll do the event as usual, try to get the event points from the event milestone, the event item and all the event currency. But beyond that, I don't really care too much about this particular event. I'm just here to help you all understand that temper your expectations, because it's not super amazing this time around. We've had some pretty good events, actually, as of late, but this one is kind of jank. And so that's all I have to say for this one, and that's the end of this video. Don't forget that the tables will be live, usually about 6 to 8 hours after the video goes live, so you can find that in my Discord if you're a member. If not, be sure to join the Boilon Discord, where you can find all of this information over there. And until next time, everybody stay safe and healthy, and I will see you all later. Boilon signing out for the day.